Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, man? Y'all already know it's Khalil. Back with another video, man. This the one we've been waiting on right here. This is NF song right here. It's called Hope. We finna check it out, man. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe. Tap that notification bell to go ahead and join the family. Roll to 3,000 subscribers. Let's get it.
Hope. Yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me.
See, in the middle of the ocean.
You've been waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul. Hope. 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest, promising progress, well where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver. Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong, nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my album.
Bro, wherever this was filmed at is a crazy scene. Mountains, an ocean. Hold on.
But it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my album. Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says. Standing up for.
Hey, we can't go over that. The real definition of success is basically on how you feel. Your heart, basically. What your heart tells you. If your heart tells you you want to be successful, it can happen. All you got to do is believe in yourself.
My album. Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says.
Facts.
Standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is. Tucking their toe between their legs.
Ooh.
What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave, dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told can never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't
another enough.
Someone who ain't never had nothing, ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of.
That's what it's all about, bro. It's all about you believing in what you believe in, bro. That's how you become successful. Doing what you actually love doing. Turning your failures into motivation for others. Other people see that you failed at that, but once they see that you can keep going, it gives them the motivation and power. Be like, okay, that person failed, but they keep going. They don't let nothing stop them. That's usually how it's supposed to be. Just because you fell at something, that don't mean stop. Keep going. Enough talking.
It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation.
Huh?
It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to?
Facts.
I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in. They get it.
Oh, you playing Mansion? I know we checked that song out. Nah, that's crazy, man. How they playing Mansion in the back. Like I said, y'all know, man. If y'all been here through my NF journey, y'all know we checked out Mansion. That was probably one of his saddest songs in all his songs that I done checked out. That song was an actual sad song right there, man. But like he said, man, he been feeling a void. And his life basically been like a crossroad. People been wanting him to be somebody else when he's the person that he wants to be. Nobody can't change that.
Evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand it was the push I
like
needed
balloons.
to help and start the healing process. See, if I didn't ever hit my bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a good example of what happens when you choose to not feed and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be.
Now, I think it's certain sets of events that's going on right now. Like I realized him being inside of that cage. I remember on the song that we checked out, that was what? Outkast? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I know y'all remember. That was Outkast when he had all the people around him and he was in that cage. And that time when he had the balloons with the key, he didn't have that key on I can't remember it right off the back, but he didn't have the keys to the mansion on one of those songs.
Negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I didn't ever hit my bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a good example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons.
What else?
30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having people make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did. Wake up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about, don't get it twisted, that was in the shop. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30.
He's talking, bro. And F is talking, bro. 30 years of struggling, man. 30 years of fear, man. Bro, he done went through so much stuff, bro. And he's letting it out and telling you, man.
Don't get it twisted, that was in the shop. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of fate, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30
what else?
years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never evolve. I know I can change. We are not enough. We are not the same. You don't have the heart. You don't have the strength. You don't have the will. You don't have the faith. You'll never be loved. You'll never be safe. Might as well give up. Now run
He basically said, man, there's a lot of things that he went through, bro. And that's the type of person that made him on what he is today. Talking about how he was filling the void. How he went through so much stuff, bro. But there's still hope out there. That's what I got from here. You can achieve anything you want in life, bro. The definition of success is on how your heart feels. Well, however you feel in your heart is the definition of success. You want to be great in life, you can be great in life. You don't have to be like the next person. Just be yourself, man. That's why you got your heart. This was NF Hope. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it in the comment section down below. And yeah, man, I'll go ahead and see y'all.